you understand and to hopefully prevent this from happening to you as well. Yesterday, I finally sat down with my journal and pen and just wrote down all of the little details and steps that happened leading up to my channel being hacked and kind of what I did to recover everything, or almost everything. So basically, a big part of YouTube and YouTube videos for gaining revenue is through doing paid partnerships or collaborations with companies, as I'm sure you know. And I've gotten quite a few opportunities to do this with companies, and I've been so blessed to get to do this. But for a while, I was taking a break because I just felt like I really wanted to focus on just putting out content alone. I've had some collaboration partnership emails come through that I just never really looked into. And then about 2 weeks ago, I was feeling extra motivated, okay? And I was like, you know what? Maybe I will look into some of these and just kind of feel them out, see what they're about, okay? So as I'm scrolling through my emails, I find an email that I've gotten a few. Actually, they've reached out to me a few different times, and it was for a video game. And the video game was Hogwarts Legacy. I was thinking this could be a really great collab or partnership because I truly, truly love this game, and I would only do partnerships with something I actually love or believe in to promote. So I email them back to saying, hi, thank you so much for reaching out. Please send me some more information because I'm interested. So then they get back to me with very legit looking details. They had a entire frequently asked questions pamphlet about the game, giving you details about the game, and I've played the game. So as I'm looking over these, everything's legit. Like, it felt very much like this was not a scam, which looking back now, I'm like, never again. I will never be so naive, okay? By the way, I'm going to do a little face brushing while I tell you this, okay? Sorry, I am a little scatterbrained in the moment, hence why I have all of my notes written down. But so their email and all of their information they sent me looked very much professional. And then they also sent me a contract to look over, which I thought, normally the contracts don't come till later on once you kind of discuss back and forth a bit more about like your channel analytics and things like that. But I thought, okay, guys, my password was changed 1 hour ago. You guys, immediate panic just washed over me. I was like paralyzed for a moment with fear, like, this cannot be happening. Like, this cannot be happening right now. Okay, Jenny, get it together. Okay, reset your password, okay? Because I have a recovery email, right? And I have two-step verification with my phone number, okay? Like, I've thought this out before. I thought I had everything covered. I thought I did all of the necessary, steps in order to keep your account safe. So I go to reset my password. And when I try sending the code to my phone, it's a different phone number. They had changed my phone number, the phone number for the recovery phone number, two-step verification. So I'm freaking out because I can see the last two digits. It's like starred out, but the last two digits are not my phone number digits. So then when I do the recovery email, it's a new email now, okay? It's a completely new email. So I'm pretty, like, the anxiety is high. And I have to leave any second to go get my daughter from school. So call my husband and I say, I'm dealing with a hacking situation. Like, you have to get our daughter from school. And he's like, okay. So at least I got that, handled for a moment. So by now I am trying to find a number to call because I'm locked out of my YouTube. I am locked out of my email account associated with my YouTube. And there's no one to call. I'm Googling help, like what to do when your channel's been hacked. And all the things are, reset your password, okay? That would have been great if I could have. I could not because everything had been changed. Even your security codes that you get for cases like this, those had all been reset as well, okay? The, company robot who hacked into this, they knew what they were doing. This was not their first time, and they were professionals at this. So at this point, I'm feeling like I am in a clear little glass box and that I can see everything going on around me, and I'm screaming at the top of my lungs, yet no one can hear me. That's how it feels. You feel so alone, yet so stressed out because all of this is happening in the moment. Like, I'm literally seeing password was changed 15 minutes ago, password was changed 10 minutes ago. Like, they kept changing the password just to stay on top of it in case I could somehow get in. This is my security like a security blinky. This is my security makeup brush. And I've never used it, so it is perfectly clean. Okay, back to the story. So, I'm still trying to figure out, who do I contact? How can I get a hold of anybody when you're locked out of everything? And Google and YouTube, there's literally no support system. If you cannot get into your YouTube studio account, which I was locked out of, there's no one to contact. So eventually, I am looking on my other main email account, and I pay for Google One for extra storage space. And I guess included in that is ability to contact a specialist is like part of that, which I had no idea. So I see that. I hit contact. Is this going to be an email? What is this? using a password that no longer works, and maybe there'll be a glitch in the system that gets me in. Seriously, like what? Like I told you before, we cannot go into your account due to your privacy concerns because we value your privacy. And I was like, I don't care, get in there. Like, I'm okay with it. You have my permission. And he's like, unfortunately, because, you know, our policies, we cannot go into your account. You guys, I was stressed out at this point, okay? And I just kept saying, so then what am I supposed to do? Like, this is connected to my YouTube channel that is currently hacked. And again, he just said, like I said before, ma'am, you can try to change your password. And I said, I've tried that. And he said, well, if you've tried that, then all you can do, what I recommend is to just sign in once a day and don't sign in too many times because you don't want the system to think you're basically trying to hack into your account again. It was just like a circle of going nowhere. And as it's happening, I get like a notification thing somehow that my account is going live. And I am like, oh my goodness, what is happening right now? The only form of support that I found was getting me nowhere, telling me that most likely lost everything, okay? Currently, my YouTube channel, everything is deleted, and I think it was like a Bitcoin thing. I'm not even entirely sure, but that they're going live. So then I'm like, okay, thank you for your help. If I think of anything else, I'll call you again, you know? I was very polite, even though I was very disappointed because you can't directly message them. They have to message you. So I'm waiting like 10 minutes, 15 minutes, and I'm like, what is going on? Because when you're dealing with something so stressful, every second feels like an hour. Like, that's how it feels. Then I get an email just saying, hi Jenny, like, again, we're sorry, we understand the sensitive nature of this sort of thing. There's like a form to fill out, and then we will have an expert or specialist contact you within 24 hours or one business day. So I say, okay, thank you so much. I click on the link and it's like this. It sends me back to basically frequently asked questions about changing your password. Things that I've already read a million times. So I respond to them, I'm like, hey, I clicked on this, I'm confused. It didn't send me to like a form. And then I didn't get an answer for a while. So the next morning, still no answer from YouTube. I'm taking my kids to school, and it's typically a day that I would film. Because my little boy only goes to school twice a week, and those are the days that I'm able to film content. So I was like, this is one of the first days in a long time where I have no plan for the day. So I came home and I was like religiously checking my email every 2 seconds and Twitter every 2 seconds to see if they had gotten back to me yet. Still no response. So I decide to get out of the house. I just want to go for a walk. I was like, I can't be in this house just sitting here. I feel too messy inside. Like, I need to go walk this off. So I grabbed my headphones and I went for a walk. And I went and sat by some, like a little pond area. And I cried and cried. And again, I felt heartbroken. Like, I felt like I just lost someone very dear to me. And as I was crying, I went back on my Instagram and I just started reading some messages from you guys. And just again, the encouraging, sweet, kind, loving messages from you, it started to shift something in me where I started feeling less of that ick, violated feeling, and more of a what's meant to be will be, and just gratitude for just even having those of you on Instagram, just still having that small portion of that love and community that I have here on YouTube. I was just overcome with emotion, and I started thinking, okay, you know what? Whatever happens, like, God's will be done, you know? I'm not going to let this affect me any more deeply than it already has. I'm going to just give in and just let things kind of happen the way they do. There's nothing more I can possibly do. I have tried every single avenue of contact with Google and YouTube. So now I just have to like put it in God's hands and just let it take care of itself. So sitting there for almost 2 hours. Like I said, I was crying, I had music. I just felt like I had no idea what to do with myself. And I'm still putting stories out on Instagram, trying to keep those of you updated with what was going on, what I was hearing back from YouTube, stuff like that. So anyway, I go back home and I'm sitting downstairs by myself on my couch. And finally I hear back from YouTube on Twitter and they send me the link. So I click on it and it's a form for how to recover a hijacked YouTube account or channel. So I fill it out and it needed like all these little numbers, and I would like go out to go find this number, and then when I'd go back to the email it would be all erased. So it took me, I'm not kidding, it took me about 5 times to fill out this form, and like an hour. It was a whole other stressful mess, but I finally get it sent and I'm just kind of waiting, and it said someone will be in contact with you, I think again 24 hours. Okay, so I'm like, okay, I've done everything I can. Try and just focus on the things that you have in life So I get back on my YouTube and they say, you need to change everything back to normal to prevent getting taken down again, right? If it goes against YouTube codes, stuff like that. So I immediately start changing things back, my pictures, my banners, publicizing all my videos again. The only thing I actually lost was my community posts. All of those posts I've made over the past, a year and a half, those were gone. But I was so grateful for everything else, having my videos, having you guys. But I was like, don't care. I'm just so happy right now. I truly thought I had less than a 1% chance of getting it back, just due to the fact that these hackers were so, they knew what they were doing, and they had changed every single thing. So I got my YouTube channel back, overwhelmed with gratitude. I immediately go on Instagram and just write, I got my channel back. Thank you to everyone who sent me messages. You truly got me through it and helped me stay calm, and I appreciate that so much. Truly, anyone who sent me a message, thank you so much. It meant the world to me. And then I wrote a quick community post letting everyone know I'm back. But even though everything was set back in place, the PTSD from that whole traumatic experience was still there, and it is still there for me. It's even hard. It's honestly hard even making a video right now, because I just have this a little bit of anxiousness that no matter what, something will be there to take it away. Almost like you don't have all your power back, and maybe you never will again. And I don't know. I don't think that's true. I think I'm safe now. But you always think that. Basically, what I've learned from all of this is that don't be naive, okay? Be extra cautious. Be extra cautious when opening emails, okay? When opening emails, especially if you are a creator and you're looking through your emails for collaborations, okay, partnerships. Please be very discerning with what you're clicking on in the files you're opening. I don't think I'm going to be doing another one for a while, or maybe one day I'll go through an agency where they can look into all of that for me and let me know what's legit, because that was terrifying going through that experience. The other thing I learned is to not just base your identity in what you do in your career or anything that can be taken away from you. You need to find your identity in something much deeper within yourself. And I think at first that is what happened. I got terrified because my identity was taken away from me in a sense. And it wasn't until later, when I was by the pond, that I slowly started feeling a little bit more like that's not who I am. There's so much more to me, and parts of me that can never be taken away, right? And just gratitude for, again, all of you, for this community. I will never take it for granted, and I truly am appreciative to every single one of you. Even if you didn't message me, I'm just appreciative that you're here with me, and that you care in some way. And then last but not least, I learned just to keep your faith, okay? Keep your faith that everything will work out in some way, whether it might not be the way you want it to or the way you think it should, but just remember that there is a much bigger picture going on, and sometimes we can't see it because we are in it, we're in it, but later on when you look back and it expands, then you see the bigger picture, and you can kind of understand why something happened the way it did. And sometimes you never get that type of closure, but to just keep your faith and just understand that there's so much more to this life. And that is kind of my takeaway from this whole crazy experience. And I think from the moment my account got hacked to recovering, it was less than 48 hours, so I was very, so much.